Hey guys, welcome back. We are reacting to another episode of the Clone Wars today. This is Season 7, Episode 10. This is Part 2 of the Siege of Mandalore. Last time on the Clone Wars. So we had, started out with Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting on a planet, just fighting some droids, you know, Anakin being his cocky self. They get called back to the ship for a message from Fulcrum, and it's Ahsoka, and Anakin's like dumbstruck, he's speechless. And Ahsoka is essentially like, hey, we have this opportunity to catch Maul on Mandalore, like, will you guys come and help? And Obi-Wan's like, oh, I'll talk to the council. And Ahsoka's not thrilled with that. And then she meets part of the 501st, and they've all painted their helmets, and it's beautiful and it's nice because they have loyalty to her. And then the alarm blares, and Obi-Wan and Anakin have to run off to save the Chancellor, who's being held captive by General Grievous, and that leads directly into the movie Episode 3. So they fight him, and they're still flying half a ship, and yada yada yada. And Ahsoka's not thrilled. She's pretty upset about it, actually, because the Jedi are just continuing to play politics instead of actually helping people. And they make a compromise where they split the 501st in half, and she takes half of them with a promoted Commander Rex, which was pretty sweet. And then she gets her lightsabers back, and they're blue now because Anakin's been taking care of them. And then the Siege of Mandalore starts, and it's just like this awesome battle, and we get to see Ahsoka like fully unleash herself again. Like, she's been holding back for so long since she left the Jedi Order, and now she's like really feeling herself again. Like, she's feeling like a Jedi, but she still doesn't want to like become part of the Jedi Order again. I wonder when she'll get her white lightsabers. That would be cool if we maybe see what happens, because I believe they're different lightsabers. But she's got her regular one and her short one right now, and where we left off is, you know, the battle was happening. Bo-Katan took the throne room. And then Ahsoka kind of fell into a trap down in the tunnels, and she is currently surrounded by Mandalorians and then Maul, and he's upset that Obi-Wan Kenobi's not there. He's like, what the frick? Like, why are you here? And that's where the episode ended. So I wonder if it'll just start off with a battle between Ahsoka and Maul. Like what's gonna happen? I'm pumped. This is so cool. Last episode did really well on my channel comparatively to a lot of the other Clone Wars ones. Like, most of my Clone Wars episodes are getting like 30 views, and that one is currently over 500. So thank you for that. Please subscribe and please like the video. That helps so much. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into part 2 of the Siege of Mandalore. So fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. Ooh. Very interesting. That was definitely different.
Ahsoka. Tano, is it? I can't say yours is a name familiar to me.
Well, I know you.
It's her.
Ooh, she alerted the clones.
Master Kenobi had a more important engagement.
Indeed. I wonder. The moment may be upon us.
He knows about Order 66, possibly.
Soon the Jedi and Republic will no longer be the controlling interest in the galaxy.
Emperor.
Darth Sidious.
Probably weren't supposed to tell her the plan, man. Oh, let's go.
Not yet.
Oh, and just like that, he's gone.
He mentioned a name, Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious is the Sith Lord who orchestrated the Clone Wars and played both sides of it from the beginning. I first learned the name from Count Dooku, though any chance of learning more about Sidious from Dooku has been lost.
Yeah, because he's straight dead.
Because Count Dooku is dead. Anakin killed him while rescuing the Chancellor. With Dooku gone,
Yeah, that just happened.
to understanding them. I'm being sent to hunt down General Grievous on Utapau.
What about Anakin?
Yikes, the
Maybe he
timing.
can reinforce us.
May I speak to Ahsoka alone for a moment?
He's doing some other stuff.
Anakin is on a special assignment by order of the Jedi Council. He has been instructed to observe the Chancellor and report his findings.
Observe. You mean spy. They told him to spy on the Supreme Chancellor? Why?
The Senate has allowed the Supreme Chancellor to remain in office long after...
Because he is Sidious.
The Council isn't always right. That's why I'm asking for your help.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's been an attack.
I wonder if she,
Let's go.
if she would have ended up talking to Anakin for them. Would he have still did what he did? Would he have fully turned if she had taken that step? Because I don't think she's gonna.
Maul. He went right through us, one by one. He was asking about you. The ARC trooper, Jesse, Maul realized he was older. Somehow, looked in his mind. And he took him. He took Jesse alive.
Jesse better be fine. If Jesse dies, that's gonna be upsetting. He's an OG. He's been around for quite a while.
What plan? What are you talking about?
The plan.
The plan. The only plan that matters. Not even I was made aware of its grand design. But I played my part. And do you know what happened to me? I was cast aside. I was forgotten.
Don't do that. It's like what Kylo Ren does.
What is this? Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah. Just gets murdered. What? He's still alive?
Maul had a vision, a dream. The name came to him. Skywalker.
Yep. Ooh, he's gonna try and force her. That elevator's coming down quick. You gotta... Yeah. No way that works. You're gonna jump to the side, girl. Your jetpack's effed, though.
Soon, the galaxy will be remade. If you die, I promise you, it will be on the field of battle. And
They
if
probably like that
you
idea.
die, you will die as warriors.
Go to Valhalla.
When
Witness me.
I agree.
He's just right there. Chilling on the throne. Good luck. That's not gonna work.
My lady, is that any way to treat your rightful ruler?
I'm sorry, Commander. I couldn't help it. I told them everything.
It's okay.
Rex, get him out of here.
One of you might want to deal with that.
You should go. Your people need you.
Don't stay on my account. We'll be fine.
Go.
Wilhelm scream. Gosh, that shot is beautiful.
I am here to bring you to justice.
Justice is merely the construct of the current power base. A base which, according to my calculations, is about to change.
And Darth Sidious is behind it?
He is behind everything. In the shadows, always,
The Jedi can stop Sidious before
It's gotta be
too
happening
late.
soon.
Too late.
Return.
For what? The Republic to fall? It already has, and you just can't see it. There's no justice, no law, no order, except for the one that will replace it. The time of the Jedi has passed. They cannot defeat Sidious.
Every choice you have made has led you to this moment.
That was a line from the trailer. This is so cool. She's gonna say no.
I will help you.
Woo! Okay.
But you must answer one question. What do you want with Anakin Skywalker?
He is the key to everything.
To bring balance to the Force?
He has long been groomed for his role as my master's new apprentice.
You lie.
I was so certain of his fate that I orchestrated this war to lure him here with Kenobi, to kill him, thus depriving Sidious of his prized pupil.
That was the whole reason? He didn't want to kill Obi-Wan?
No, Anakin.
The whole thing was to kill Anakin?
Your vision is flawed.
I see the Padawan needs one last lesson.
Ray Park is doing the motion cap for this too. Oh, you can tell it's him too. Frickin' A. This is insane. Okay, it's not broken, it's just flung to the side.
You're lucky Anakin didn't show up. The way you're fighting, you wouldn't have lasted long. You'll find I have many qualities for you to dislike.
Oh, this fight is so cool. Oh, that's nice. Yeeted him out the window. She's tired.
No more. I need backup. Our forces are falling. We need your support.
He's not gonna back you up, man.
No, I think not. Die well, Mandalorian.
No, wait.
Obi-Wan was right.
That blue light behind him.
You are difficult to kill.
Oh. that. Just battling on top of these. It's kind of like in episode 3 when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting and they're just like precariously walking on stuff.
Destroyed Sidious.
Only for you to take his place.
There's both her sabers. Interesting, he's not gonna kill her. He's just gonna cut the things down.
I give you one last chance. Join me. Or die.
Never.
Freaking love Ahsoka.
Let me go. Let me die.
I don't think she's gonna just let you die, man.
You're all going to burn. We're all going to die. You don't know what you're doing.
Dang. That's surprising. That's such a cool shot. Freaking A. Episode 2 of the Siege of Mandalore complete. Okay, so Ahsoka was kind of hit with a lot of truth this episode that she may or may not have wanted to entertain the possibility of it being true. And yeah, so it's kind of interesting. You know, I just assumed that Maul created this conflict to draw Obi-Wan here so that he could kill him. But apparently, according to Maul, he could be lying, but according to Maul, his plan was to draw Obi-Wan and Anakin here and align with Obi-Wan to kill Anakin because he knew that Anakin was going to be Darth Sidious's new apprentice and that he was the key to it all. So if he could kill him, that the whole plan would stop. And he's doing this because he feels as though like him and Dooku are kind of like the same, and even kind of Ahsoka, where they're just pawns in this greater game and they've been cast aside, and he obviously doesn't like that. He would prefer to be the one in charge. But yeah, that's very surprising that his actual plan was to, even though he hates Obi-Wan, was to draw Obi-Wan here and convince him to kill Anakin with him, which is insane. Like, holy crap. Let's see. Yeah, he starts out at the beginning and he's just like, it's all just part of the plan. Like, is it happening? So he's aware that, you know, Order 66 is about to happen, and like bad juju is gonna go down. And he doesn't fully know a lot about Ahsoka. He's like, I don't know, why are you here? Like, what's the point in you being here? And then he runs away, and then, you know, Ahsoka has a little chat with Obi-Wan, and it kind of explains like why. And he's like, this is why Anakin's not on the call right now, you know, on the Zoom meeting. He's like, Anakin is on a special mission to watch the Chancellor. In retrospect, not a great mission because the Chancellor is just like feeding into his ear all the lies of the dark side. But then Obi-Wan is like, hey, why don't you talk to him for us? Because, you know, I think it would go a long way, because he doesn't really trust the Jedi Council because the Chancellor is his friend. So maybe if you would talk to him for us, that would be great. And Ahsoka's like, why the frick would I talk to him? Like who do you think you are? Like, you cast me out, accused me of murder, hunted me down, and your apology was jack squat, and now you want me to do you a favor to help, like, talk to Anakin? Like, no, why would I do that? And it's an interesting thought. Like, what, like, if Ahsoka had taken Obi-Wan up on that favor right there, if she would have called Anakin and talked to him, would he, because I think he obviously trusts Ahsoka more than he trusts the Jedi Order. Like, Ahsoka and Obi-Wan are like, and Padme, but we're not going to talk about her right now. Ahsoka and Obi-Wan are like the people that he trusts the most compared to the Jedi Order. So if it was her calling and being like, hey, I think you should really, like, give this some thought and maybe trust the Jedi Council on this, I think he might have put up more of a resistance to joining the dark side. And he might have helped Mace Windu when the time came. But yeah, it's an interesting thought. Like, would Anakin have taken that final step and turned to the dark side? I still think probably he would have, but it might have made it close. Yeah, so he's chatting with her. Mace Windu takes Jesse. I'm glad that Jesse didn't die. He's kind of an OG clone. But he did use the mind reading ability, which I feel like we've seen it multiple places, but the most prominent one that I can remember, or the most recent one that I can remember, is in the new movies with Kylo Ren when he's trying to invade, like, Poe Dameron's mind and Rey's mind, where you're using the dark side of the Force to kind of infiltrate their mind and get secrets. And, you know, Jesse, he's not super strong in the Force at all. He's kind of just a clone, just a clone, but so obviously, like, his mind is going to break in defense of someone like Maul, who's strong in the dark side of the Force. And he gives up all the info about Ahsoka, about how she was hunted down and betrayed by the Jedi Council. And Maul is essentially, like, going to use that information to sway Ahsoka into joining him to defeat Sidious. And surprisingly, Ahsoka's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, but you have to answer one thing. Like, what do you want with Anakin? And obviously, depending on his answer, she's gonna decide whether or not to help him. And she definitely did not like his answer, even though he was just speaking the truth. Like, he was actually saying what's actually going to happen, where he's like, you know, Anakin Skywalker is the key to it all. And she at first is like, you mean to bring balance to the Force? Because I assume a decent amount of people know that prophecy or whatever, that Anakin is the chosen one, destined to bring balance to the Force. So she's like, is that what you're talking about? It's like, that's why he's the key? And he's like, no, like, he is Darth Sidious's new apprentice. And, like, he's fully going to turn to the dark side. And I wanted Obi-Wan here to kill him. Like, to kill Anakin. But now that you're here, me and you can do it. And she's like, no. I know Anakin. He's not going to turn to the dark side. Like, her love for him kind of blinded her to the truth in that moment. Similarly to how Anakin's love for Padme blinds him to the truth of the dark side via Sidious. Like, Ahsoka's love for Anakin is blinding her to just the general truth right now. And she probably doesn't trust Maul fully in general anyway. And then so they start a sick fight, and you could tell, like, that fight was so cool. And you could tell, so, like, Ray Park, he probably hasn't been doing the mocap for just like the general Maul scenes of him like just like standing and maybe walking around and talking, but like he did the mocap for the fight, and you could tell, like, if you compared that footage to like footage from episode 1, like you could easily tell that that's Ray Park doing that fight mocap, and it was baller. Like, that was so cool. I kept thinking that maybe Ahsoka was gonna get like her lightsabers cut in half, or something was gonna happen where she was gonna lose those lightsabers, because in Rebels she has different. Not only does she have different lightsabers, like the physical lightsaber, but they're also like a different color white. So I wonder if we'll maybe see something. I mean, she obviously dropped her lightsabers in this episode, but who knows if that's like a permanent thing, that she just lost them forever now, or if she's going to go down and pick them up. Because in episode 3, Obi-Wan lost his lightsaber because he dropped it. And then I think it was Cody that picked it up. He just put it on his belt. So who knows if her lightsabers are like gone and she'll have to find some new ones, or if she'll just go pick them up. But yeah, so he was gonna straight up escape, just let the Mandalorians die. He didn't really care. The clones don't fully want to be there because they don't want to act as a police force, even though that's what the clone troopers / stormtroopers end up being as a part of the Empire. They're essentially a police force. And yeah, I wonder who was in his ship. Was that the other the girl Mandalorian? What's her name? The girl bad one. Because he was gonna let the guy with the cool horn helmet die. Like, he was like, whatever, die well, I don't care. I think the girl was in this ship. I wonder where she went. But yeah, Ahsoka beat Maul without lightsabers, which is kind of cool. And although I don't fully know if he was fully trying to kill her, he might have been. Who knows? But yeah, Maul is captured, taken prisoner, and I don't know what's going to happen next. Obviously not good things, because it's like the time for the clones to be turning has got to be soon. Like, there's no way they're like, it's got to happen soon. I was expecting throughout the battle for, like, that would have been crazy, like, during the battle for them to turn, and like Rex is like the only one who doesn't. I forgot, did he get his chip taken out already? Or, because there was an episode where some clones, I forgot exactly which clones it was, they were on Camino and they found out about the chip implanted in their brains. I don't remember which clones those were and if they died or had their memory taken from them, but we know Rex does not turn, and he doesn't die because he's in Rebels. Him and a few other clones, I forgot which clones are with him in the end, but like, they don't turn. So I was expecting, like, that would have been such a crazy scene. Like, they're all in the middle of a battle and then they all turn, and like Rex is just like, what? That would have been insane. That's gonna be so tough to watch Ahsoka just like witness all of the clones turn on her. Because Maul was straight spitting truth. Like, he's telling everyone what's about to happen. He's like, yo, the Jedi Council and the Galactic whatever, like the Republic, is no longer going to be in charge, and Darth Sidious is going to be in charge. Like, this is happening. Like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. This is the plan. And everyone's kind of just like, they're not ignoring him, but they're not really treating this with the urgency that they should be. Like, the Jedi are still a little too confident in their position. But to be fair, like, would you really have expected this type of thing to happen where all of the clones turn on you because they have a chip implanted in their brain? No. But their confidence and their arrogance will be their downfall. But holy crap. So Maul's captured. He's obviously not going to stay captured because, you know, we see him in Rebels when he's kind of old, I guess. And he takes in Ezra and kind of tries to manipulate him a bit. I think this is just Rebels is probably when he's kind of moved past all the, like, he realized he couldn't stop Anakin and Sidious from completing their plan. He's probably just bitter and wants to kill Obi-Wan now. But who knows? I'm excited. This was another rock solid episode. This, so far, if the quality maintains, like this episode and the previous episode, if it maintains this quality in the final 2 episodes, this is probably easily some of the best Star Wars ever made. And that includes, you know, all of the movies, the original trilogy, the prequels, the sequels, all of Clone Wars, The Mandalorian, everything. Like, if these 4 episodes can maintain their quality, this is easily some of the best Star Wars ever made. And that's really exciting. Like, this is so freaking cool. I'm pumped. Like, I was kind of feeling down on this season of the Clone Wars after the first 8 episodes, and then episode 9 hit, and I was like, frick, okay, this is where they put all their effort. Got it. But yeah, oh man, freaking A. I think that's all I have in terms of thoughts for this episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comments down below. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe if you want to see more reactions from myself via the rest of this season. Or if you have other ideas for shows I should react to, let me know down below as well. But other than that, I will catch you guys next week. Peace.